What's going on, everyone? I'm Kwabena Odoro-Bredu, and welcome to Monday Morning Radio. And on this episode, we have CJ Holland with us, who spent 8 years in the United States Navy before he transitioned into the music and fashion industry. I hope this episode inspires you as well as expand your perspective.
Good morning.
CJ, what's good, bro?
What's happening, man?
I appreciate you coming through the show, man.
Always love, man. Appreciate you for having me, man.
Hey, dog, I've known you for, 10 plus years now.
Bro, literally 10 years. Probably more than that.
Probably more than that. Yeah, you probably the most consistent hustler I know.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Coming from the background we came from, just to see where we at right now, it's like, oh, man. Consistency.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So take us back to just where everything started for you, where you got this hustler mentality from, where you got this grind from.
Oh, man. Well, I say I come from poverty, like a lot of us. I grew up in Connecticut, born in Camden, New Jersey. Moved out to Jacksonville, Florida with it. So all around, I think I just experienced poverty in every different angle, every different area. So I always just like, I knew something got to give and I got to go for better. You know what I mean? It has to be more out. You know what I mean? So we started off after playing football in high school. I joined the Navy. And even with that, it wasn't even how I joined the Navy. It wasn't you see, I was a cook and shit. So I didn't even join to be the cook. You know what I mean?
What made you join the military in the first place?
So I got hurt. Messed up my knee or whatever. My mom's friend, she was in the military. My mom had a stroke, lost like half side of her whole body, like feeling. And she was like, if you join the Navy, you can take care of her. And I'm like, I bet, fuck, football's on pause anyways. So I joined. Got in debt a week later, she back perfect. So I'm already signed in. I'm already ready to go to boot camp. And I'm already ready to go. And then I get arrested. I was an AO at first. I got arrested.
You got arrested in boot camp?
Not in debt. So while about to go to boot camp.
Wow. So they didn't terminate your contract then?
Nah, I just had to go to court. I had to go to court and get a waiver. I had to get a waiver from the XO, the CO on that base. Because basically it was like, but I had to go to court for the trespassing or some shit like that. So I just had to go to court there. But I missed my ship date to boot camp on the 16th. I had court on the 24th of September. So I had to stay back and I had to get a waiver for it. Yeah, it's crazy how shit work out, bro. Everything is it's crazy how it works out. I was a line.
So as soon as you got into boot camp, what was that experience like? What was your military experience like?
So boot camp, it was great, man. But I was like Joe Navy. I was brainwashed to the core, man. I was like RPOC. I was the leader of.
You took charge. That's what you did.
I took charge. Easy. Yeah.
But that just shows that you were a natural
leader. You know what I mean? They see me like, yo, you play football, you was a captain, whatever. I'm like, yeah, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't know nothing about no Navy. I didn't know nothing about, what was going on.
But all those skills transition.
Yeah,
I know it's the same thing.
Sure.
Boot camp was real easy for me. I was it's just like football.
It's football.
It's just like football.
It's
the mentality. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people and a lot of athletes, football definitely, we already learned that mental toughness. You know what I'm saying? And even now to this day, I see how, I know a lot of people going crazy. Are they losing it? They just haven't got that mental toughness installed into them. Yeah. And I think just from football down to the military, down to entrepreneurship, with all this, because everything's not going to go perfect, you know what I'm saying? And what's going to keep you at bay and what's going to keep you on course is that mental toughness to be like, let me stick through this.
Having that target.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Because I know personally for me, the hardest part about boot camp was being away from family. It was the first time I've left Texas. And it was the first time it was like, oh, I have no contact with back home. And I know I was I had just made 20 years old.
Yeah, yep.
You was 19?
I turned 19 in boot camp. So I got there in 18.
What was the hardest part about boot camp for you?
You know what? What was the hardest part about boot camp? Let me see. Yeah, probably just missing my family, really.
Yeah.
But I was kind of used to that already, just traveling. I've been jumping in and out of different states and cities my whole life anyways. So I wouldn't even say, a lot of people that was their problem, missing family and being away. But man, I really been conditioning for my whole life, you know what I'm saying? But boot camp, it was, I would say, just adjusting to the military, really.
You grew up in Connecticut or Jacksonville?
Yeah, Connecticut. So I was raised in Tacoma, Washington. Again, like I've been everywhere. So I was there since from 1 to 10 years old. Then from 10 to like 16, I was in Connecticut, and that's where I feel like I was made. I got all the swagger from, and I think you come
that's
to
where you
yourself.
feel like you came in your own.
Yeah, that's where you come to who you are. You get your identity. I feel
you was
like
a teenager when you was in Connecticut?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah, most
like
like
10 to like 16, I'm already me. You know what I'm saying? Me and my pops, we get into it. I moved down to Florida with my moms. I was in Florida, Pensacola, my sophomore year, and then Jacksonville my last junior and senior year. So I've been bouncing back and forth my whole life, just
bouncing around because your parents lived in 2 different states.
Yeah, my parents. Yep. So my mom, she was living in Florida, and my dad was in Connecticut. So I stayed with my dad in Connecticut, and then me and him got into it. My mom wasn't in the right situation to take care of me. I went down to Pensacola, stayed with my aunt with her. It was like some Fresh Prince of Bel-Air type shit. I really lived the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air type life. Like, it was crazy, big ass house. Like,
you feel like that helped you kind of learn how to adapt in different circles? Because move from the East Coast down to the South.
The West Coast too.
Big culture.
Yeah. Oh yeah, when I first moved to Pensacola, bro, it was the biggest culture shock. Literally a culture shock. Like the way we talk, even down to the slang and all that. Like it was just so crazy to me. And then like even I went to the school in Pensacola, like Roy Jones High School, where some of the Tuskegee Airmen went to this high school. It was just a real rich black school. I ain't never seen no school like that. I've never been in that type of environment with like a real lot of rich black, individuals. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm from is a lot of Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, some black. Other than that, I never been to a predominantly all black school like that. So it was a culture shock for real. And then like again, niggas looking at me like I'm the rich kid. Like, oh bro, you like nigga, I come from the slums, bro. Like this is her money. This is my aunt's money. You know what I'm saying? So it was such a weird perspective then, because it's like, dog, niggas looking at me like I'm the rich kid, and I'm just here with my aunt. She got the bread, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Living in a big ass 9-bedroom house, like it was crazy. Really Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, bro. Literally Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
After boot camp, where'd you get stationed at?
San Diego.
How long were you in San Diego for?
6 years. 6 years total, and then I went to Tokyo, Japan.
Did you go on deployment when you was in the West Coast?
Yes, I did. Yeah, I've been on deployment twice. I did 2 deployments. Bahrain, Singapore, Thailand, Philippines.
What was that first deployment like? Because that's what really breaks your mind.
You know what?
After you get your mind cracked,
exactly.
The rest of the deployments are easy.
Exactly. But the first deployment, I was ready for it. You know what I'm saying? I think I was just ready for it. I was like, yo, I want to travel. I want to see the world. I want to see different places. So I think mentally I was already ready for it. I loved it. I enjoyed all the aspect of even the working late. I was just like, yo, this is like, nigga, we hit. I want to say, what was it, Bahrain and Malaysia. I never even heard of that place before. Nigga, I got there.
I never heard of Dubai.
What the fuck? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like Dubai, like it was just so crazy, man. But when we get into the deployment stories, the second deployment is what made everything click for me and what made the entrepreneur come out of me and what created this hunger and what created the ambition. So as of now, my clothing line Cloud 10, but it started off as a store at first. Cloud 10 was a store. And
you opened up a store while you was on the ship?
Yeah, basically I already had if you remember the little parking lot, the little plaza, where the barbershop is at?
Yeah.
And
By the NEX?
Yep. But the Church's Chicken and the Rent-A-Rims and all that. I had a spot there already on the point.
In National City.
Yeah. Yep. So I had a spot there, and we came back from the first deployment. So, I got like 50,000 saved up. And Cloud 10 was
You see real good on deployment.
Yeah.
Deployments was nice.
It's real nice. You know what I mean? After you come back, you got to
lose your mind for a little bit. Lose your mind for 6 months, you come back, your bank account's right.
Your pockets could be nice, you know what I'm saying? So, but I was using that. I'm like, bro, I want to create this. I just wanted to create a store like bait. Yeah. No, the store bait. So I wanted to create that, and that's what Cloud 10 became. And but that second deployment, we went right back after 7 months. They made us go right back out again. And that, I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't mentally prepared for that. I was preparing myself to open up the store, to create the store now. You know what I'm saying? And that just gave me the perspective as, damn, you don't own your life. You don't control your life. We up in, at any second, we got to go.
When I first got to San Diego, the first week I got there, that following week we went on deployment.
Yeah.
So
yep,
I went from, this is the Navy. I got to live on the ship. Oh, we're going to be leaving for 6 months?
I just got here.
No, just jumped into the fire.
Oh.
And then came back from that deployment 2 months later. Boom, we were gone for another 3 months.
Yeah.
That's when it clicked for me. I was like, oh, okay, I got to get a plan.
You got to get a plan. Or you're going to be stuck here. You know what I'm saying? I seen people miss the birth of their first child, man. Missing birthdays, Christmases. You know what I'm saying? Thanksgivings, we go on deployment, you missing the whole year, basically. You know what I'm saying? So, that second deployment, it caught me off guard, and I was like, yo, I got to do something. You know what I mean? I got to do something. I got to create a plan. I know I can't do this. I know this is not for me. I couldn't succumb to that type of environment. I tell people all the time, the military is not a job, it's a lifestyle. And you got to buy into it. You got to buy into that program. You got to buy into the game. You know what I mean? We all have, it's all a game that we all play. And the military is, you got to play that game. And I knew in my soul, I'm like, nah, this ain't for me, man.
So you put the store on pause when y'all went on your second deployment?
Yep, I had to. I had to. So we came back. They said we about to leave again. I'm about to open up the store around October, November. We left again in September. We came back, goddamn, July. I want to say something like that. And I told the people, hey, man, I'm about to go back out. They're like, well, we can't hold it. You know what I mean? We got to sell the space. And they sold it. And that whole time when I was there, and I still stuck with the name Cloud 10. For some reason, thought of that name around like 2009, 2010. And this was so crazy how things you manifested and it comes in fruition. You know what I'm saying? I remember my little sister, she was like, yo, I remember your passcode to your phone was Cloud 10. You know what I mean? So this whole second deployment, I'm working through and I'm like, man, I gotta get the hell out of here, bro. I can't do this cooking no more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Something has to give. And I tell everybody, man, before elevation comes isolation.
Oh, big time.
You know what I'm saying? And it's times in your life, in your journey, that you don't know why it's happening until later on, And so after that second deployment where I felt, man, I lost my grandmother, I lost my other girl, man, I had a lot of heartbreak through that second deployment. Just everything, just life. It was a real dark time. So then I come back and I get another loop. Oh, now you got orders to Japan. I fall in the knees of the Navy. I'm asking God, I'm like, yo, what am I gonna do in Japan? Again, I'm trying to start the store in San Diego.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, that's my plan now. And now you throw another screw.
You were doing, how many years you do in San Diego?
3 years. So really 5 years in San Diego, 3 years.
So did you re-enlist or they just got new orders? Did your ship get decom?
I re-enlisted, man, but I re-enlisted last minute. And not even knowing, I guess somebody I wasn't paying attention to my paperwork, or the NCs, was it? And one of my nosy first classers was looking through my paperwork. He's like, bro, we on the first deployment. He's like, when we get back, you out the Navy, right? I'm like, what? My EOS was up.
Yeah.
I didn't even know it. I would have been out the Navy not even knowing. So I had to re-enlist in like 2 weeks.
You was that deep in it? I knew exactly what my get out there was.
Bro, I had no clue. I was like, well, wait, what? They're like, yeah, bro, your contract's up in 2 months. I'm like, yo, so I didn't have no plan. I'm like, I gotta re-enlist. So I had to eat that bullet, and I'm like, man, I just do, shore duty. And I got to Japan, and I'm isolated. I'm coming from San Diego where you out all night clubbing or doing this, doing that. You got all these friends and everybody. And then it's like God or the universe was like, yo, sit down. You know what I mean? Sit down real quick. And really get to know yourself. You know what I mean? Really get to know yourself. Really get to yourself. Really just get in tune with who you is and what you stand for and what you want to do. And I took that, man. I got inspired even by the fashion out there in Japan. I feel like everybody in Tokyo, man, they just super fly. You know what I'm saying?
So you got to Japan, you feel like that's when you got time to really sit with yourself and really put the vision.
Get to know myself, in
a line.
And that's where I really came up with the clothing line, So that's where I got inspired fashion-wise in Tokyo. And that was the time I got to sit down, get in tune with myself, start the line, create, plan, strategize, and start making my exit plan.
What was the process like, still being in the military and in Japan of all places?
So basically, it was good. It was like I said, it was a great time. I don't regret nothing, but the process just of me going to work every day and then coming back. Again, I tell people now, if you got a 9 to 5, from 5 to 9 or 5 to 12, you need to be working on your dreams. So I would literally just go to work, go to the gym, come and create, try to create something, rapping, draw some designs. You know what I'm saying? I was really, I didn't have no business background. My parents didn't help me or nobody. So I'm on YouTube, Googling things, how to start a business, EIN numbers, tax bracket. You know what I'm saying? Like, just really indulging myself into that lane. Cause I'm like, yo, you know what? I want to do this. I seen like brands like Popular Demand and Supreme or like other little streetwear brands. And but ever since, I want to say this inspiration came back even younger than that. I used to always just want to wear my own stuff, man. Like, I hate wearing what everybody else got on. I hated it. So I think it just coincided going back and forth, you know what I mean, with each other, me creating my own brand. And Tokyo, that's where I found that inspiration, man. And I was like, yo, I created this plan. And I feel like once you create a plan and you map it out so well, you can't fail, man.
Yeah.
You can't.
You can't, because you got a blueprint. You set a blueprint out for yourself.
You set a blueprint for yourself, and failure is not in it. Plan B's is not in it.
Even a failure is just something for you to pivot and do right.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh, nah. I take them as lessons and, like, you know, little losses here and there. But you learning through everything, man. I don't feel like it's failure is just you learning. It's an experience, bro. I take failure as the experience. There's plenty experiences I had.
How was the culture in Japan starting a clothing line? What were you picking up out there that you ain't seen in America?
How they would just be, they take our culture and probably magnify it times 20 to the point where some people might think it's disrespectful because they love it so much and they
embrace it.
They embrace it, man, so much. And it's just like, damn, it gives you a sense of appreciation to, like,
you see it every day where you from.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, yo, damn, they really love our culture.
To them, it's brand new. They never seen the way you wear forces like that.
Nah, I ain't never seen, they're like, the Jordans, they just so hyped about it. And it's just like, damn, if I could create something to make people that hype, doing something right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And even down to the clothes, again, I don't even see it as clothes, man. I just see it as, damn, somebody's wearing my vision, bro. Mm-hmm. That was an idea that I came up with, and you're wearing it. You know what I'm saying? So it's deeper than just clothes with me. It's like, bro, I just created this in my mind, and people is taking to it. That's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me motivated. Like, damn.
So what was the military life like in Japan different from, you wasn't assigned to a ship?
No, I was at the hospital. So I was, basically, it was more chilled in Japan. So I was working at the hospital, but I was cooking in the hospital. But by that time, I was up in rank, so I was basically just like managing people. And
so you had way more time to just focus on class.
So and at the hospital was more like a 9 to 5. It's like, yo, we come in, clock in, like we had to be there early, you know, do breakfast, but like 5 o'clock, we got our little 5 and 2 schedules, so it was more cool. But you You got way more time to yourself. Instead of like the ship life, you stuck 24/7. You on go. You know what I'm saying? So
How many years you spent in Japan?
3.5. Yeah, like
So
about
after
three and
that,
a half.
what was the move after that?
3.5. I came back in San Diego. I went to Point Loma and I finished my last couple months there. And then I knew I was gonna get out and go to school. So I was like, yo, that's one of my little fallback plans. I know I'm gonna definitely go to school. So I came out, I was looking at schools in LA, and I knew I was gonna come to LA. I'm like, bro, if you're in any type of entertainment, you gotta come to LA. You gotta give yourself a chance. This is the place where dreams are being made, or if you really you really want to give yourself a chance, you have to come into the environment. You know what I mean? That suits your dream. So I'm like, I gotta go to LA. It's nothing else. I ain't going to New York. I'm done with the cold. So
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, I gotta move to LA. So in LA, I started school at LA Film. Shout out to them. For entertainment business, so mainly like entrepreneurship. And with that schooling, I feel like me coming out here, learning my way through fashion, music, I felt every day when me going to class, I'm using it hands-on training every day. You know what I mean? Creating my brand every day. Every class I go to, I'm utilizing the information, creating my brand every day. And I just felt everything comes in full circle, bro.
Yeah. So when you got to school, what was the move after that? Did you keep the fashion line going?
Yes.
Or is it still in the building stage? We still trying to figure it out?
Around 2016, 17, I was still in the building stage. When did Black Panther come out? 2017, 18? I want to say that's when we really blew up. But yeah, when I was in school, I was still in the building stage, but I was still working. You know what I'm saying? I was still in school, still creating the brand. Ain't nothing's perfect yet. You know what I mean? Nothing's perfection. You just keep evolving through the years. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Different collections. And me, I'm just learning every day, hands-on. See what these brands do. Oh, see what work. See what don't work. I put out one collection, it did well. Another collection, it did terrible. Why is that? Oh, I see my demographic and my audience is based on me. So I would hire models and I did a collection and it didn't do too well. And I'm like, damn, why is that? And then I just do a collection with myself, modeling it. People's like, yo, I want that.
They buying into you.
They're buying into you. So when your brand is personal, you have to cater to your audience. They want to see you, especially with social media. It's a gift and a curse, but they want to see you. They want to see, oh, bro, how you wearing it? You know what I'm saying? Because people don't invest in products. People don't invest in the companies or whatever. The people invest in you. When you going to get a negotiation, when you going to ask for money or investments, people are investing into you first. So that's the credibility there. You know what I mean? That's the trust. So I see that. Now I see that with my brand. It's like, damn, when I put it on, people's like, oh, okay, bam. Now they see the vision. I see Jay wearing it. All right, that's how I want it. And I'm like, oh, okay, bam.
So how you tying music into all this?
So now I've been rapping since forever, and I just coming back with the music is just part of the whole master plan. So I'm like, now I'm going full speed on the music, but still dropping my own collection. But now it's like people know me for the clothes. It's really starting to get to know the passion of me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the music and that's the rapping. And it's gonna tie in with each other with everything I do, interviews, videos. I'm only wearing my stuff, man. We gonna take it back to the days where Carl Kanai and Fubu was the rapper's choice. You know what I mean? We gotta bring back that black buying power back into the community. We got all these rappers, they wearing Gucci, this and that, and all of these videos, interviews, and all that. Y'all giving them free marketing. That could be your brand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got your own clout and you got your own audience, and you giving it to these white people, white brands that it could be coming back to you, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of black brands out here that got the quality as high-end fashion designers. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, listen, if I'm gonna be out promoting anything, it's gonna be me. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be me all around. If I need some high fashion, I could get it cut and sold myself, man. So Yeah, I just wanted to go hand in hand, man. When you see Titter, you gonna see Cloud 10. I'm gonna be wearing my own.
Yeah. How you describing your music style?
Straight with my life, man. Straight motivation, hustling motivation, money motivation, just bettering yourself, man. I just want to give people that inspiration. Like, damn, you know what? Let me get up and go get it, man. I might be one days you might be feeling lazy or like you might be feeling like, man, nah, not today. Procrastination is the biggest enemy for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So if you can just, I mean, we all do it, but if I can change somebody's life or inspire somebody to stop that procrastination in that second by listening to a song or listening to one lyric or a bar, like, damn, okay, yeah, I felt that. Let me go get some.
So what do you do when you start feeling low then? When you ain't feeling like, man, I can't get up to the end of the day. What's that thing that kind of?
I tell myself I gotta create. I gotta draw. I got the studio out the house, man. I just put on the beat and I just start flowing or doing something. I just gotta create myself because I'm really self-motivated. But it's not like I can. A lot of people look at me for the motivation, but it's times where, like I said, I ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? When I'm depleted because I'm giving so much, and it's just like, you know what? I gotta just create. I gotta do something. You know, I go to the gym or whatever. But it's like you gotta. It goes back to self-care. You got to do what makes you feel good.
Yeah, that's the way when you operating on 10,
exactly.
You can give a little more.
Exactly. You got to be full. So, and my situation, it's a lot of people that depend on me or look for me and guidance or, hey, man, advice and all that. And at the end of the day, I have to be full. I tell people all the time, it's not selfish for you taking care of yourself. That's not being selfish because if you're not full, how can you pour into anybody else?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So I try my best just to, read something every day, man. Better yourself, man. That's really what I just want to encourage. Have music just bettering yourself, self-improvement every day. And like what Nipsey said, bro, it's really a marathon out here. And that's, as we get older, you really see it. It's not about that quick, oh yeah, everybody wants the quick gratification. That doesn't come like that, man. You're not the person that you are when you start and when you finish. You know what I'm saying? So when people understand that, it's like, bro, just get better every day.
And that's really the best part of the whole hustle is that in between. That in between when you trying to figure it out and then you figured it out. And then you do something else and you failed, but you figured it out again. Yep. And you keep growing and growing. Then you get to that destination you want to get to. It's exciting. But then exciting is looking back. It's like, yo, that's where I used to be at?
That's where I used to be.
Now I'm right here? Oh, okay, what's the next?
And that's the excitement, bro. Like, it's I tell people, it's a domino effect. You just got to know where you want to go. You don't have to know how you're going to get there.
Yeah.
Just know you want to get there and just know that you're going to do whatever it takes to get there. You know what I'm saying? It's so crazy to me just being in LA. I feel like if you're just being productive and if you're moving and you got actions behind that vision, doors is going to open up.
They're going to come to you.
The universe, whatever you believe in, universe, the God is going to open the doors. The universe is going to open the doors. Long as you're being productive, man, and you are showing action behind your vision, and it's not just talk. It's so many times I had my first fashion show in LA. My first fashion show leads to me meeting the security guard. This security guard has his store in Carson that he's just about to open up, and now he wants my brand to be at the grand opening. How just one door opens another. You know what I'm saying? And it's so I didn't go to that fashion show with that in my mind. Like I'm gonna be in a store today.
Yeah.
Just working, man. Just being productive, man. And stuff's gonna happen. Then you look back like, damn, did that just happen?
What was the hardest part about the whole journey? From you just coming to LA, what was like the check? We know the challenges from the military.
Yeah.
But when you get here, it's a whole nother like animal you got handled.
Adapting.
It's a whole nother game
it's a
that
whole
you gotta
animal.
play.
Learning LA, man. And people that's out there, I learned you gotta play LA before it plays you.
Oh yeah.
This is the only place where you could be out here living for a year and people throw you a party. Because people getting chewed up in and out every day. They not making it out here, man. It's expensive. You need at least 6-5 hustles out here. You know what I'm saying? So just adapting to the LA fast lifestyle. But I love it though. You know what I'm saying? So, but the hardest part, just really getting your name out there, building up that confidence of, hey man, this is me, and I'm gonna put myself out there as people gonna like it or not. And I feel that's the inspiration where it comes from. A lot of people don't have that confidence. They fear that I'm gonna put myself out there and nobody gonna like me. You know what I'm saying? So I would just say that's probably the hardest part.
Where'd you get your confidence from though? Like where do you get this persona? It's like, you know you could do it. You know, it's just...
You know what? It's not even I know I can do it. I have to do it. It's when you get to that point in life, when your back is against the wall, when there's no other options, when you don't got I don't have no safety net no more. I don't have no parents that I can call and say,
I'm too broke to be scared.
I'm too broke to be scared, bro. So with other people outside looking in could be like, yo, how you got it like that? With me, it's like, bro, there's no other option, bro.
Yeah.
And when there's no other option, you're going to succeed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I have nothing else. I have to make it work.
I think a lot of people got to hit rock bottom though.
Yeah.
Like, you got to know what rock bottom feels like.
Yep.
And then absorb that feeling, heal from it, look around and be like, okay, well, I'm here. So if I'm here, there's got to be a way up.
It got to be. And that's the thing. I've been at rock bottom. My whole life, we lived in shelters. Bro, we lived in like bottom. Real life pursuit of happiness, bro. We lived in shelters. We was in the snow. Up in Waterbury, Connecticut, it get real cold, man. And to the point, like, me and my mom's worked at a bagel shop. We on the bus. We missed the cutoff for the shelter. So the shelters got like only, a certain amount of beds. So we missed the cutoffs. We like, I don't know, 8 and 5, me and my sister, we outside, sleeping outside, bro. My mom's trying to make it like, oh, we having fun or whatever till we go to sleep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I seen it all. I lived in the trap houses. I've been at rock bottom and I know what it's like. And now I'm so grateful for it, bro. I'm so grateful for the struggle because that's what creates my hunger. That's what creates this ambition. Because I know people that, live a good life and they just don't have it. Because it was never created. Something has to be in you. It has to, like, I know there's nothing else. You know what I'm saying?
There's nothing else but death.
There's nothing else.
If I'm going to keep breathing, I might as well try.
You know what I'm saying? There's nothing else. I know my mother don't have it. I know my father don't got it. I never had no one in my life that I could go back and ask a question. Because I knew where I'm coming from, where I'm going, the people that I know, they don't got the answers. Never, not one time I was in the military, I'm going through, I had to learn everything the hard way. You know what I'm saying? So, and that I feel like that's just what drives me, bro. Because I don't have nothing else. It's and when you get that type of laser focus and that vision, I feel some people gotta hit rock bottom to get it. Some people been at rock bottom and then it was created at rock bottom. And now when I made that decision that, hey, I'm gonna leave the Navy, I'm gonna leave the safety net, I knew what that would take. You know what I'm saying? I knew what that would take, like, but I'm willing to do it, man.
I think leaving that safety net for me was the best decision.
Oh.
Because the Navy, as grateful I am for it, it felt like death sometimes. It felt like, I knew I'm doing something wrong.
Oh, yeah.
There's no way you're supposed to feel like this when you wake up in the morning.
Yep.
Dreading being on that shit.
Dreading walking to
like
them.
Painful, feeling physical pain.
Yes, bro. Yes,
as I walk towards this shit. So I knew as soon as I packed my stuff in San Diego, I was like, I'm coming to LA. Oh, yeah. I was ready for everything. I was ready for whatever LA had to bring me. Because if it's anything better than that feeling, I'll take my chances.
You're going to take your chances.
Yeah.
That's the risk and reward factor. You knew that whatever's about to be over here, I know it's gonna be better than that.
It's gotta be.
It has to be because I was dying there. I had that same feeling, bro. I was getting up, cooking. I'm like, bro, this ain't even me, bro. This is not me. Like how I took it. You a cook. We getting up at like 3:30, 4 o'clock. You got to be there early before everybody, to cook breakfast. So I say this, man, if you up at 4 o'clock, time is money. You get up at 4 o'clock, and if I'm getting off at work at 7 or 8 o'clock, I don't give a damn if I'm selling pencils from 4:30 to 8 o'clock. Bro, I'm going to sell enough pencils to make up the same amount of time that I would have been cooking on somebody else's shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I took it like, bro, if I take this same work ethic and apply it to anything, how can I not be successful? How can I not make it work? You know what I'm saying? I couldn't see nowhere.
It's the same energy.
Yeah, it's the same energy. How can I fail?
Yeah.
If I'm really putting in this work from 4:30 to 8 o'clock, how can I fail?
You know, I read somewhere that they said if you don't know what you want to do with your life, go do something that you know is not for you.
You hate, yeah.
When you do something you hate,
Yep.
your mind is naturally gonna go to something you'd rather be doing.
Yep. Damn. Bro, that's exactly what happened. Yo, I hated cooking, bro. And it's so crazy, again, how life works. I'll take you back to the story in the beginning when I said I got arrested. If I never would have got arrested, I would have been content being an AO. I would have been content.
That's a good job.
Dude, it is. So I would have stayed in the Navy 20 years.
Better than to cook.
Oh yeah, way better. You know what I'm saying? There's way more pride into it. So, but being that I got arrested, got dropped from that job, had to get a waiver, that made me become a cook. It made me do something that I hated, made me uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? So it made me uncomfortable to the point where, yo, I had to find out what I want and what is comfortable for me. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel that you got it. It's that rock bottom, or you got to do something that you hate. And that's going to create that hunger like, nah, there's something more.
Just got to be.
It has to be. You know what I'm saying? And I know you seen it. People in the Navy, ain't nothing else out there. Ain't no jobs out there. You know what I mean?
People were tapped out.
Yeah, we came in the recession, 2008. Nigga, was no jobs. You know what I'm saying? But for me, it's like, okay, cool. Well, I'm going to make a job then. If there's no jobs out there, well, I'm going to make one. You know what I'm saying? And that was my mentality. And people couldn't understand it. They couldn't understand it. I didn't understand it at first, but I'm like, yo.
I couldn't fathom that somebody would do something they hate for 20 years.
Yes, and they do it.
Because everybody that I worked for, you could tell they hated this. And they were either doing it because, they older. It's a steady pay. It's a steady job. You get your benefits.
Yup.
I was like, bro, you hate this.
You
look miserable.
Every day. And the thing is, they got kids. That's the trap.
And that's the trap. Or getting in debt.
Yeah.
A lot of young boys, a lot of people we came up with got stuck because they were in debt. So even just hearing you saying, as soon as you came back from deployment, instead of going to get the fly car, all the nonsense that everybody would get, you were like, I'm finna get a store.
Yeah, facts. I said the 50,000, I'm about to go to the store. When I got out of Japan, I had another 50,000. No, because I knew, again, when you have no backup, you have to be your backup, bro.
You have to be your backup.
I can't spend money like that. If I go broke, what's gonna happen, bro? There's nobody's gonna hold me down.
And especially like preparing your mind for getting out. Because one thing about the military is you get a steady paycheck. Whether you work or you don't, you're gonna get paid. Bro. And it's easy. It's an easy trap.
Bro, so another thing. So back to music, right? So the album's coming out. It's called Risk and Rewards. And this is the thing about why I call it Risk and Rewards. With that, so it's easy to risk it off when you don't got nothing, right? When you at rock bottom, it's easy to say, I'm about to go all in. But the hard part is coming from nothing and then getting into the military and into a place where now you're safe and now you got a steady paycheck and you're not struggling no more. And then dig down deep inside and say, this still ain't enough. I'm not about to be grateful for this. This still ain't enough. Let me get out and let me risk it again. And that's the greatest of entrepreneurship. The unknown, man. But just being willing to embrace that unknown, whatever it is. We don't have the blueprint. You know what I'm saying? People don't have the blueprint. They trying to figure it out as you go. So I think it was just like, man, listen, to take this risk again, after being situated, after being steady, after having 2 paychecks a month, and now you back safe, you gotta be crazy. You gotta be crazy to get out and not go for something that's for sure. But that's where the inspiration comes from, because a lot of people's not gonna do it, bro. And it's only entrepreneurs is a few that's really out here doing it. A few that understands money. A few that understands, okay, I need to take this money and send this out. So when this come back, I can use this and invest here. And that's what people gotta understand, man. When you take out that 9 to 5, well, now you got a 24/7.
Yeah. But that's the thing where a lot of people from our community don't get that financial education.
Yeah.
I used to think $500,000 was a lot of money.
Yeah, that ain't yeah.
I had no idea how to manage it.
Yeah.
Outside of saving.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for one of my mentors in the military who was doing real estate, who was investing, I had no idea you could make money and not work without working.
We ain't see it.
We've never seen it. So the fact that you was able to like discipline yourself, because that's really what it is.
Yeah,
when you come from nothing and you start getting
yeah.
consistent money,
it's the discipline.
Especially when you're going overseas and you're coming back with big bags. It's the discipline to be like, no, I'm not gonna buy some rims. No, I'm not gonna get the Camaro or the Charger.
Everybody had the Camaro.
So it's like, no, I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna put it away, especially with the vision of like, oh, I'm not gonna stay in this.
Yeah,
I'm not staying in this. So it's like, I gotta prepare for the outside. Start talking to people like, what's it like when you get out the military? What do I gotta do? Okay, let me start saving my money.
What you doing? Oh, okay, bad.
Especially going into the entertainment industry where it's like, oh, you don't make money right off the grip.
Oh, no, you don't at all.
It's going to be a while.
Oh, so I don't get rich right now.
Yeah. So it's just a look.
Yeah, so it's just, I got to create this look. Okay. And this is Hollywood. Oh, this is the smoke and mirrors.
Oh, man.
Okay.
So many people I thought were getting money. People drive around in $100,000 cars with 3-4 roommates. Bro. And I'm like, whoa, what is this? Why you got a $1 million car outside and you got 4 roommates?
That's LA for you, man. The look.
But it's easy to get just lost in that world.
Oh, yeah.
And next thing you're trying to keep up with the Joneses.
And now they're going back
discipline.
Home. Yep. And that's what the military really gave me, man. And I take it back even football, man. My coaches always say, you got to be coachable. You got to be coachable. Yeah. You got to be coachable and you got to be disciplined. You got to be disciplined to the point where you're not going off sides or, you know what I'm saying? And we was all young. We want to splurge money and this and that. But I knew, man, when I made up my mind that I can't do this, the discipline is there, but it wasn't even a second thought. It's like, I got to do it. It was not even, I know I got to get out. This is what I have to do. There is no second coming. You can't come up short. I seen so many people get out the military, become homeless, become the PTSD take over. So I knew, oh damn, if you get out and you got idle time, you know what I mean, you start thinking. So I'm like, when I get out, I'm like, bro, I gotta keep myself busy.
Keep yourself focused on
I gotta keep myself busy. I gotta keep myself focused. I gotta keep myself on the game plan. And that's exactly what I did. The day I got out the military, the day I started school. There's no breaks, bro. There's no breaks. We can't have breaks. That's what people, that complacency kicks in. Being stagnant kicks in. Well, I'ma just chill. And a lot of people that I know, since high school was like, bro, what you about to do after high school? I'ma chill for a year to make.
Chill.
It never happens, bro. It's no time to chill, bro. It's no time for that. This life, man, you gotta take every second, every minute. It's opportunity. And some people, they just want to, oh man, it's too much. But guess what? It ain't gonna be too much for the dude that's gonna take the advantage of that time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's man.
It's so crazy how much like sports play into your everyday life. Because a coach told me, one of my high school coaches told me, there's somebody in Nebraska working harder for your scholarship. There's somebody here about to take your scholarship away. And when you picture that in your mind, you're like, oh, no, I really want to go to so-and-so.
Yeah.
I really want to go to this school. And Buddy gonna take mine.
And he gonna take it.
Oh, no, it pushes you a little bit more.
For sure. And that goes right now with any field you in. The clothing business, media business, another media business being made right now.
Yeah.
It's another clothing line being made right now. It's another hungry entrepreneur right now that is trying to take your spot. You know what I'm saying? So we keep that same mentality from high school. Again, I remember my freshman year, I made varsity, and my coach is like, this is one thing I'm gonna never ever forget. He kept saying, I thought you were tough, Holland. I thought you were tough. Stuff that's not even nothing to do with football. I get a C or something. I thought you were tough. The whole time I'm not knowing at 15, he's talking about I thought you were mentally tough. I thought you was tough enough to take on this obstacle in your life. I thought you were tough. You know what I'm saying? I took that on to the military. So any obstacles in the military, I'm taking it on. Because I already knew I got to be mentally tough. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he was just grooming me for. And it just coincide with sports, man. How much it really grooms us for life. Football itself grooms you for life, bro. Because it's gonna be times when it's overtime. What you do now? We ain't practiced for this. We ain't practiced overtime, coach. What we do now? Now you gotta kick in the overdrive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so.
Definitely football and the military.
Oh yeah.
Like it helps because in the Navy, when you on deployment, anything. Yeah. Well, I mean, like you said, you cooking. You went from cooking to fighting fire.
Yeah. Now you fighting fire to saving somebody that it fell overboard. Like
so many things can go wrong, and when you take that to the outside, it doesn't make life easier, but it makes life easier to handle.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like
for
if something
sure.
goes wrong, I ain't got no money to do this.
Yeah.
Or so and so is going on here. Like you think with a level mind.
Mm-hmm.
You strategize a lot better.
Yeah.
You don't go into panic mode.
Exactly.
So when you was a kid, you said you and your parents, y'all living in shelters. Or you and your mom was living in shelters.
Me and my mom's, yeah. Me and my mom.
Do you remember what that feeling was like, what your mind was? What you were thinking, what were you going through?
Yeah, I do. It's so crazy, man. I always felt like I always had like a mature type mind. And I just felt like at that age, man, it was like, 8, 9, 10 or whatever. I felt like I knew we shouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? I knew like this is not a good place to be at. And I'm seeing my mom's face and I'm like, yeah, this ain't it, man. I just remember that feeling of seeing her, like the disappointment, and like, damn, man, I got to make it better. You know what I'm saying? I have to make it better. Something has to change. I know this won't be me. You know what I'm saying? I can't repeat this. You know what I'm saying? So at that time, I was just like, yo, yeah, this has to be more. We got to get out of here. Like, I know where we are right now. This is not right. You know what I'm saying? Just at a younger age, I'm like, this is not right. You in the shelter, you got people stealing your stuff, stealing your soap, stealing your food, stealing your socks. You know what I'm saying? And now I look back, I remember my mom getting arguments with people stealing our stuff. You know what I'm saying? You got to fight for beds and shit. Like, so, yeah, man, but I think all that, it just creates this hunger that cannot stop, bro. It's a fuel in a fire that, again, I just remember that, and it's just like, bro, I can't stop. You know what I mean? We know where to finish. I'm nowhere where I need to be. It's always another level, man. It's always another level until we inspiring millions. You know what I'm saying? So
what's the next move from you now? When it comes to Cloud 10, when it comes to your new album?
Okay. Well, Cloud 10, we about to drop this new collection here. It's the Golden Lords Edition collection. We dropping next week on Shop Cloud 10 online. I got my music up now, Money on My Mind on YouTube. Million Ways out right now. I got a whole bunch of freestyles on SoundCloud. You know what I mean? I just like to create. And then my next single, Double Up, is coming out soon, man. I want to shoot this video, but COVID kind of messing up my situations. But Double Up is the next single. You can follow me on all the platforms. It's to the 2DA everywhere, Spotify, Apple Music. And then Risk and Rewards should be dropping around New Year's.
What's your biggest inspiration in this? Like, who do you inspire, not to be, but who kind of like, oh man, I want to follow his path.
I want to follow his path. Eric Thomas, man.
E.T.,
bro. I got it tattooed on me. Don't cry to give up, cry to keep going. And I live by
powerful,
that.
Bro.
Bro, powerful. And that was the first, I want to say, black male role model. I seen him in Florida State in 2006 before he blew up. That's the first motivational speaker, the first black male role model. And I was like, that clicked something in my head and was like, whoa.
He got a touch. He's got it. Like, there's times where
man, if y'all see this, man, I appreciate you. Changed my life. That's where all this self-motivation and all that stuff came from. E.T.,
There's times where I feel down and don't feel like doing anything, and I would just hear his voice loud.
Yes.
Yelling in my ear. And it's like, yo.
Yo, that man had that's the speech. Don't cry to give up, cry to keep going. You gotta want success as bad as you want. You wanna breathe, man. Like all of those little quotes. That video really changed my life, man. That really clicked something in my mind. It turned on a switch, bro. It turned on a switch when I seen him. That's probably the first man I ever seen in my life, and I was like in awe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We growing up in the black community. You might see the drug dealers, but you're not really inspired. Like somebody that you get inspired by.
Somebody speaking life.
Yeah, you speaking life like, wow, I can be more.
Yeah.
So I can be more. I'm not just what I see, a drug dealer, ball player, whatever. Oh, you can be more. And yeah, so that's definitely my probably my biggest inspiration. And just with E.T., he just stands for bettering yourself every day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He didn't have it all. That man took, he said 6 years to finish a 4-year degree. You know what I mean? But every day you learning, every day you just taking it in, man, and taking in the process and embracing the journey. And yeah, I want to say that's probably my biggest inspiration, man, because what he's teaching, you can apply it to anything you want to do.
Anything.
You know what I mean? Rather the clothes, the music, whatever. You take those principles and you apply it to whatever field you want to be, you can't lose. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I get my inspiration a lot from E.T., I want to say.
All right, CJ, we about to wrap it up, but last thing, what would you tell your younger self? The person who you are right now, what would you tell 8-year-old CJ?
Brother, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself and believe in your vision, and don't doubt what you feel. A lot of people you get swayed by other people's opinions, your mother's opinion, your father, your parents' opinions, your brothers and all that. But one thing you gotta understand, they don't have your vision. They're not gonna understand it. And that took a lot for me to learn early on, because you might give out an idea and it's like, oh, people shoot it down, that ain't gonna work, that ain't gonna work. So I tell my younger self, believe in yourself, man, and believe in your vision. Believe in your vision wholeheartedly, and act on that feeling. You know what I'm saying? Act on that feeling, because 9 times out of 10 is right. Because only you know, man. It's your vision. Nobody else is behind them eyes. Nobody else is behind what you see, man. And you grow up and you think, oh, people right beside me, the closest people to me, they gonna see my vision. They not, bro. It's yours. So just stay on course with your vision.
CJ Tutter.
It's Tutter, man.
Appreciate you coming on, G.
Appreciate it, baby. Monday morning. Let's go.
Thanks for watching another episode of Monday Morning Radio. Be sure to like and subscribe to stay up to date with everything happening on Monday morning.
Good morning.